I think that we have what we're calling a loneliness problem is really I'll give you two things. One, it's an element of people really not knowing where they fit in and finding their purpose. I think we're kind of disconnected to like what we really want to do. And there's this stuckness, like, what am I doing with my life? What is this all about? I think we have kind of an existential crisis that is creating some loneliness. The second piece is, and this is a big one, everybody is being pretty fake. And I think that's contributing to loneliness. So you have you're on Instagram and you're smiling and you're taking pictures. I got all dressed up for the for the podcast, which I'm excited about. But there's a level of like, I watch these conversations and we're trying to wear nice clothes and everybody wants to give this image. I think it's more than ever before. Even when people are giving a natural image, something about it is still rehearsed and strategic. And so I think that there's a connection between us losing our authenticity, and also I feel like we're being kind of choked, our voices. There's so much, there's a lot of political things going on. There's a lot of division. And I feel that people just don't feel that they can relax and be with each other in an authentic way. And I think that is deeply contributing to feeling lonely, because you're here, but somebody else is here. Your representative is here. It's not really you.
I'm going to add something to that, and I would love your thoughts on it. You said that there's this desire to fit in and find purpose, or we need that in order to overcome our loneliness. I wonder about having hope. And I think about younger people, particularly under the age of 30, maybe kind of mid-teens to 30. And there is this sense of hopelessness that many of them have, not all of them, of course. But they see climate as an existential issue. They see this political division. They can read about floods in Libya. They can, we're recording this just days after those floods, days after the earthquake in Morocco, and they can be bombarded by all of these different crises, and it feels like they're responsible for solving them. And that can bring us to a place of hopelessness. And I wonder if you agree with that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Hope is one of my favorite things to talk about, because I think in terms of emotional feeling, it's nice to sit and have hope that you can be content about the way things are, but have hope for a better future. I do think the hopelessness does come in and feeling a little bit powerless around the challenges. There's this pressure to do something, but then we feel a little bit powerless to actually impact that change. So I agree 100%. I did some research when I was in grad school around psychology, around operationalizing hope. And so there were several factors, which is perceived emotional support, spirituality, perception of materialism. So like how much money you have and how you feel you can use that money to enjoy your life. And so, there's some factors here for us to measure, like, are we feeling hopeful or are we feeling hopeless? And then how do we kind of channel our power into having us all feel this sense of like, wow, we can join together. Now, individually, we can't do much, but if we join together, there's almost a movement of hopefulness moving forward. Really quickly with it's very interesting generationally. I am seeing a lot of positive things happening in the 15 to 30 range. I think that we see a movement in our culture where people are kind of taking a stand for something bigger and something more. Even businesses, they can't just hire you and think you're not going to give meaningful work. Like, people are definitely on a hunt for meaning and on a hunt for impact. And so I love that our culture is being pushed in that direction.